Okay, here's what I put together for you on a report where all the subsidized housing programs that are available, loans, grants, and all this other stuff that help you buy houses, fix up houses, or be in the real estate business. And really, it's organized by the various jurisdictions that give out money. You have your city, you have your county, you have the federal government, and you have nonprofit organizations. And then outside of that, which we'll cover a little later, is what's going on the internet. And these aren't really companies, but they're really platforms and sharing economy that giving opportunities also to get things in real estate and fix up your house and get money and all that kind of stuff. Okay, now your city there. Well, it's a pretty good city for the housing program. I've been doing this work for long years, and first time I covered your city, and they have like discount rental units and it's really, these rental units for low income people, but the income goes up to like $37,500. I mean, I guess that's what we consider poor nowadays. So that's interesting, and I give you all the contact information there. You want to follow up on that program. Okay, now we got to get this computer working right. Okay, real estate entrepreneur with your property. So this actually the same kind of program. You could, this is like, you want to flip houses or build them and doing something. Well, you could get them in this government program, this way. It's another way to make money with housing. So that's how to do that. Now here's something very interesting to me. You get up to $20,000, a low interest loan, and then they forgive it after you stay in the home for a couple of years. See, it's really a program to get people into houses. So if you need down payment money, fix-up money, all this kind of stuff, they really want to forgive the money, but they want to make sure you live there. So these kind of programs, that's why these are basically loans you don't have to pay back, and the interest rate is zero. So they're incredible value. Now here's another program in the community for $1,000 for fix-up money. Here's a $7,500 at zero interest, and then again they give up part of the loan. You don't have to pay it all back, but 0% interest. Right, that's incredible. Okay, grants for buying housing to low and moderate income people. So that's right. There's grant money if you want to be in that business, fixing up. $10,000 to fix up your home. It's a business. Now I don't know if this really is for you. I mean, it's really your home is in a commercial district or something like that. If you lived above the store, your store, is part of it. See, there's what they call facade rehabilitation money, and then they want to make commercial districts look nicer, so they give out money to people. But if you're living in that place too, so many people live out of the home. So maybe if your home is business, I mean, you got to check the ifs, ands, or buts within the regulations. But it's something that may work for some people sometimes, and that's where the opportunities are. You just can't go through the normal stuff. You got to look at the unnormal, whatever that word is. There's a word for it. Okay, how about your county? Okay, the first thing you do, particularly if you're a home buyer, is get with a counselor, man. One of these people, they're all free, and don't Google, because you'll get millions of people, say they do this, and they're going to get money out of you one way or another. These people get grant money already to do this for free, so they get government money to help you through the process, understand it, and they know a lot of the major programs and everything because they do this every day. And if you're a veteran, and I mean, there's special offices for vets to get money. And every county has one of these offices, and I have a video there that shows you how they get twice as much money for vets than anybody else. So that's why you have a government office there that they're spending money on to show people how to get more money from the government. General Motors wouldn't have something like that, right? Okay, free professional help for any aspect of your real estate that may generate income. Now, this is called business development centers, small business. They're all over the country. Again, they're like the counselors, but they're business counselors or freelancers, or you have a side business, or you try to make money out of your real estate and everything. You get all legal help, accounting help, technical help, all this stuff for free there. So if you go Google this kind of stuff, it's going to cost you a fortune. So that's, I think, important. 211, man, I think this is the second biggest source of money and help for anything that you can't find in Google. I mean, Google is for when you want to spend money. If you don't want to spend money, that's what I've tried to do. Show people how to get problems solved without spending money, because there's programs out there that won't charge you anything. But Google won't show you those, because those programs that don't charge or give away money don't have advertising money to make sure you see them on Google. So like now, There's a website, and also a phone number. You can call 211 where you live, and they'll search the website for you. And it's really good to call them, because searching the website, you have to know exactly what to ask. The questions, like my suit. You got to know the exact questions to ask, or you're going to get something wasn't there, you didn't know how to ask the right question. It's too many mistakes. So no matter what you get in the website, make sure you call first. And you'll see, like here, I did a sample search on Google for mortgages, and there's 127 million, that's right, 127 million websites. Well, now, look, if you go to the 211 website, your mortgage counseling, you go there, you only get 15. And those 15, every one of them is giving away something for free. See, this website, everything in this website that you look at the 211, it's free. You don't have to worry about any sweet-talking person going to waltz you around and get $10,000 from you. No, everything in 211, that's what I think is true. And I call it number 2 because I think I'm number 1. But that's a biased opinion, so don't trust me. Okay, I got some other samples there, like minor home repair. Look, there's 4 people there you could get minor home repairs done for free. That's right, or money to do it, and things like that. Credit card debt counseling. There's 8 there. Child care, expense assistance. There's 2 there. See, that's what I mean. It's such a valuable resource. Okay, now here's an interesting website. There's a home loans for borrowers with financial difficulty. Sister. I'm one of them. Everybody is one of them. Wow. So that's something to look at. Because that's right, you can't imagine the stuff out there. I mean, everybody, everyone's chasing the same 5-10% of the stuff out there, and it's usually very expensive because that's what they spend a lot of money, and they need a lot of money to advertise to let people know about them. And the real good stuff is not advertised. Now, here's help with utility bills. Man, look at all these organizations. And actually, I found the list from a seniors clearinghouse there in the state. So there's 30 places. You have trouble paying a utility bill, electricity, gas, or whatever. These are organizations that have money programs to help you pay it. That means you don't have to pay them. They'll pay your utility bills for you. Okay, now in the state, $36,000 when you can't make your mortgage payments. Wow. Can you imagine, who would have thought you could go somewhere else besides your, father-in-law or mother-in-law or your uncle? Well, here you go to Uncle Sam. And they have a program. That's right. They're paying people back old mortgages. You're behind in your mortgage. You have 5, 6, 7, 12 months or whatever, up to $36,000 money, so you could get in a better mortgage and get it paid up and redo that mortgage and get something that you could really live with. And it's an important program. And it really came up after the housing crisis. So many people. That's another whole story, right? Okay, see if you're eligible for one of the subsidized mortgage bonds. That's what they do. Call that number. Tell them the kind of mortgage you have now, and they could right over the phone tell you if they get a better deal. And they're not somebody selling mortgages. See, that's the thing. You call someone on the internet or something, they're all mortgage salesmen. These aren't. These are people telling you about government programs. See, that's what happens. The private sector takes the government programs, and spends a lot of money to find you so they could tell you about this government program that you could have got for free. So that's right. Cut out the middleman, find out about yourself, because they're going to sell you ifs, ands, or bells and whistles and all this extra stuff to make money, and you don't have to worry about when you call these people. Okay, local banks that give you government grants to put in your savings account. That's right. So I'm like, hey, I want to open up a savings account. And when you do, the government puts in money. In other words, they match your money. If you put in $1, they'll put in $2, $3, $4, $5. So it'll grow exponentially. So you'll have $1 million and you only put in 100,000, and they did the rest. Wow, that's better than Vegas. Well, it certainly is. Anything is. But even better if you win at Vegas. Okay, help paying your heating bills and making weatherization repairs. Okay, this is a state program. Low income energy assistance program. Grants and technical assistance for historical properties. Maybe your house is historical and there's some benefits for having historical property, $15,000 to help you buy a home. Okay, this is North Carolina property. 3 ways for money to repair your home. 3 separate programs. Displaced prevention partnership, urgent repair program, and single family rehabilitation program. Okay, they're all there. Just follow up on them. See if they make sense for you or not. Okay, get an extra $2,000 from Uncle Sam because you purchased a home. Wow, yeah, it tells you how to do that. That's a mortgage credit certificate. Never had one, not really sure, but hey, it's real. $6,000 to weatherize your home. That's right. Make it. See, the government wants to give you a grant for that because when they do, then you have a lower electricity bill and you're paying out lower monthly. Okay, federal 50% discounted homes called the Good Neighbor Next Door program. This is actually for firefighters, emergency medical technicians, teachers, law enforcement officers, right, 50% discount. There's information. It's a federal program there. Okay, now, actually, here, peer-to-peer loans. If you don't know about them, this is a hot thing that's happening on the internet now. It's really cutting out the middleman in banks. Now, when you go to a bank, you put in your money in the bank, and they give you 1% now, and then you come in and borrow money from the bank for your business or something like that, and they charge you 12% or whatever. So the bank's making like 10, 11%. Well, peer-to-peer loans cuts out all that middleman stuff that those New York bankers need a big profit from, and they put it on a website, and people put in money, and they get like, instead of 1% of the bank, they're getting 3-4%. And people who borrow money, instead of borrowing at 10-12%, are borrowing at 7-8%. So everybody's winning. The only people losing are the fat cats on Wall Street. And I don't think anybody feels sorry for them. So there's a whole list of organizations there like that who do that. A lot of them for businesses, but other ones have for personal money. Now the mortgages aren't here yet. I'm sure there'll be more mortgage money like this, platforms to cut out the long term. But I don't know why I don't see more yet, but we may soon. Okay, banks for people who can't get money from banks. That's right. These are community development banks. Now they have money, but they don't advertise. You'll never see, big ads on the bus for, your community development banks. That's right. You have to find them. There's a website. You go to that link and find all the ones in your area because they're nicer. They're cheaper. They're everything. You want to know about them. Okay, if you have a home or apartment or anything, you're a renter, your owner, whatever, here's ways now, because of the internet economy, you could make money just because you have a home. Okay, it's a way of making money. We have a apartment in Washington, D.C., and we put it on Airbnb. We have money, thousands and thousands of dollars, doing that. See, what's so neat is the platform does everything. They take care of the marketing, they take care of the customers, they take care of the credit checks, they take care of insurance, all this stuff. So, people are using this. There's 1 million people using this now. Actually, I think I just heard yesterday, 1.5 million. This business has been around for about 5 years or so, 6 years maybe, and it's bigger than Hyatt hotels and probably 3 other big hotel chains together as far as market value, what the value of the stock is. But they only have like 2,000-3,000 employees. But there's 1 million people making money on it. So if you have a land, people are like, it's called Airbnb because the guy who started it rented an air mattress in his living room and made money out of it. So people using hammocks out in the backyard and things like that. There's a guy I was reading a story, a student in his dorm rented out his top bunk bed for this. So it's a way to make money. I have an article there. You want to get knowledgeable about it, whatever. It's very safe. The people are nicer. The people leave it nicer than we give it to them. It's amazing to me. Now, here's another way to make money. You can make up to $1,000 a month or more, but just take care of taking somebody's pet temporarily. That's right. See, this is another big booming business. People don't want to leave their dogs at, kennels and stuff like that. Or your parking space in front of your house and garage or whatever. Now and they make it very easy, these apps. People drive around, I want to park, and they wonder who has it. And they just go to their app, makes it very easy. Before we used to do with ads, and you have to meet up and talk and all this kind of stuff. There's none of that. It's very easy. It makes it seamless, makes it easy and stuff like that. Or storing stuff. See all the storage facilities there are all over the country now? Excuse me. People make a lot of money in storage. Well, God, just think, you have a half-empty basement, you can make a couple $100 a month. There's stuff sitting there, or a closet upstairs. But see, sure, it sounds silly or whatever, but it makes it easy on these platforms. See, that's the magic of the internet. Because if you did it yourself and say, hey, I'm in that business, where are you going to find customers? You're going to walk up and down the street and tell your neighbors, hey, I got this thing downstairs, I'll charge you $100 a month. Don't worry, it's cheaper than the storage place. But no, you don't have to do any of that stuff, because thousands and millions of people are coming to these websites looking for that. So you just have to be there to collect some of that. And then there's other ways, or pet, making extra cash and having people over for dinner, how to do that. Make money with real estate without having real estate. That's right. That's a really to do it on Airbnb, and I show you that in that video, so watch that. Now here's another neat thing for a home, for anything you want for getting cash, is through crowdfunding. Man, this is the biggest thing I think since government grants. And it's now up to $34 billion. People go and get money there for anything. A lot of people are doing it for medical expenses. A lot of people are doing it for starting businesses. That's terrific. Education and stuff like that. And it's free. And look at billions and billions of dollars. And it's a great place to fail, even if you don't make it. So it's free, no income requirements. You keep the money forever. No credit check. No complicated business forms. It's fast. Within 30, 60 days you have it. No fat cat gatekeepers. You're going to the bank, the guy with the cigar, well, I don't think so, lady. Or they never come back and repossess anything. And that's what's neat. It lets out the fat cats. Cuts them out. And I tell you how to do a campaign. You can learn it. Anybody can learn it. Idiots there do it. Is some of these platforms that takes 20 minutes or so and you're up and running and you try it. Sure, you have the hustle to find people that know about it so that they can maybe contribute. And then people come to their websites also contribute. And it takes work, but it doesn't take any money. And that's why you start learning. I think it's a wonderful way to finance almost anything. So it's a good thing to start learning. And I have success stories there. These are people I personally interview. I interviewed almost 700 people who have done this already. And then there's special ones just for home. So these are crowdfunding sites just for home. And here's some articles about how to use crowdfunding sites for your mortgage or your down payment and things like that. So I put together a couple of articles there for you to read, to learn how to use crowdfunding, the source to do that. And then here's an interview with one of the people who run a site. And then here's our other websites for getting money on crowdfunding sites. Down Payment Dreams and Hatch My House, Honey Fund, Boots Up. So all these, and then General Crowdfunding House. These are all the sites that are specialized in housing. So the first ones with all those videos up here, they're really, all these examples are people who are really entrepreneuring. Or you can learn from them how to make money out of your house. Like the one woman here is, she's cooking in her house and makes money doing a cooking blog, on how, and she got like, $17,000, $18,000, for the blog, to start her blog like that. Okay, now here's special crowdfunding sites to use for flipping your house, okay? What I mean, people who go out now and buy homes and fix them up and then sell them and making money that way, and there's TV shows talking about that. So I have articles there about how people are using crowdfunding for that. I have crowdfunding sites, interviews of one of the crowdfunding sites that I could use like that, and then I list you some other sites that do that. Now here's another thing, particularly if you want to get in the real estate business. So many people, I'm going to get in the real estate business. And like anything, it sounds easy and you could learn it, but anything in the beginning, when you don't know the jargon, it's complicated. Well, it's not complicated. You just have to take time to learn it a little bit. And what happens is then we go on the internet and we look for help to learn. And what we're going to find is people who want to sell you something to help you learn. Don't do that. You can learn easier, not from even trying to find the right person, the right website on the internet that'll teach you correctly, but going to a meetup. See, there's meetups going around all over the country. There's now a single source for meetups that I give you here. And you could just go and meet people. So you'll have a friend that will tell you how they make money on the internet, or on with real estate. And that's a lot better than reading 1,000 books and sitting in classes and after you spend $5,000. No, you find somebody here that you can ask questions who does it, where you live. And that's what these meetups are all about. They're free, or if it costs you $20 or something, that's a lot. Now, also, a lot of time, particularly if you want to get bigger stuff in real estate, you probably have to find an investor. Here's how to find investors for real estate. Even this is it's really for company investments, but it's angels, angel.co, and they're fat cats who want to invest in companies, but they're fat cats. They'll invest in anything that make money. So you can go to this website and find, like what I did here for your state, 4,799 fat cats who are interested in investing in people in Raleigh. Wow. I mean, before you had to belong to a country club, to find this kind of stuff. Now they're all in a barrel, and there's other websites that have the same thing. You can find these kinds of people. And then what I put in here too is how to get your money back when people screw you over. Oh, one thing is like housing discrimination. You feel discriminated against housing. There's government offices that will fight anybody for you if you find the right government office. You don't have to hire an attorney, and a government office is more powerful because they could put these people out of business. They could just go and sue them. They sue them, but then they put them out of business. They're more powerful because if you fight some big organization, their attorney's better than yours because they do this every day, and your attorney doesn't. But the government, man, they can put them out of business because they give them a license. So there's one for housing discrimination. There's one for your bank and financial institutions. There's one for your real estate broker or any individual, any professional. That's all there. Or even your attorneys, and then even how to collect $1,000 when bill payers call you on the right time, and a website that you could use to crowdfund money to fight people. And then I tell you 3 places to get extra research help for free, so you don't have to spend money with me anymore. Because there's people out doing a lot of this stuff for free, but you just have to learn how to use it. And particularly if you're getting the free stuff, that's why I explain it, the 211 again, your library, people forget about that, and your elected official. Watch that video there about how important that elected official is for you to get money or help or anything you need in life. Wow. It's out there, just got to start using it.